What's going on, guys? Hey, I started to make this video because, the people that never talk about us anymore, they were constantly talking about us. And see, I got to address one comment here. That's you, Terry, if you hear this. You said something as a joke, like, oh, they're going to be saying I wasn't stuck in a blizzard. For one, Terry, nobody knew anything about you being stuck in a blizzard. You know why? Because you didn't get on a different account and go around telling everybody that you was lost in the snow for 8 days and the snow guard is looking for you. See, that's the difference. You guys make little jokes, right? It's about like the time when Sir pulled his, missing at ocean, as Hector says, or missing at sea thing. Gone 8 days, the Coast Guard's looking for him. And when nobody even told anybody, of course he was lying, but even at first, nobody told anybody that he was missing at sea. Somebody, they came in there, Eric had said something about nobody has seen him in a day. And Flex he literally says, like, oh, he's been gone one day and now you think that there's something wrong. That's when they told that, oh, he's missing a C. But Flex was attacked because it was like, oh my god, he's mocking Eric. But see, I seen something and I heard it, and I mean, this is the most disgusting fucking thing I ever heard. Here, we're gonna play two parts. Here's the first one. You want to talk about mocking somebody? Because see, what you got to remember, it wasn't just famous people. You can look this up for yourself. There was several people, I mean, several classes of people that lost their homes. Some of them, were rich, some of them were poor. But see, some people they're so jealous of people that's got money and they have success that they like to see them people lose shit. They like to see them fail, right? But again, it's not just the rich that's having these problems. Right now, there is people that have nothing. They lost everything they had because of these fires. It's not a fucking joke. I mean, it's not something to mock, as you guys would say. Here, listen.
Why are you
Yeah,
screaming? What you crying about?
it's terrible. These actors lost their second and third homes. Oh my god, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Is that upsetting you really bad?
It's devastating to me. I haven't been able to
I
sleep all
shouldn't
night.
smile. Oh, it's so sad.
I mean, what are they gonna
I
do with
don't know if
only
these
two
are
other
their.
homes?
I don't know if these are their second and third homes.
What are they gonna do with their other two homes?
Well, sir, for one, you got money to burn, so maybe you should just send that down there because it ain't their money that's burning right now, like the people that have no money that lost their homes. I mean, there's people in the gig community that's really facing this shit right now. I mean, we know people personally. I ain't gonna name their names. I don't know if they want it out here, but their families, there's people lost their lives. There's their pets, their homes, their entire existence. And again, you got
it's it's unbelievable. I mean, they only built on the side of a mountain that has 5% rainfall for the entire year. I mean, how do they expect it to burn down? I mean, nature is funny, isn't it?
I guess nobody told them that because I also read somewhere where the insurance company canceled their insurance.
Of
So
course,
I mean,
they're on the fucking mountain with
yeah,
like no with tinder. They built on a tinder box.
yeah. I
It's
read.
like the people who build over the.
see the thing about that is, they're not just on, in the mountains and they built in a tinderbox. People, the wind, 80 to 100 mile per hour gusts, it's blowing the fire everywhere. There's people, you can see videos right now. There's a video now you can watch where a guy, he would try to stay behind, he's stuck in his house. And yeah, this was a nice house, right? But because that guy has money or maybe he's successful, he deserves to lose his home and like maybe his life. I don't know. I don't think that's very funny, guys. I mean, you guys want to talk about bullying and people doing this and that. Because again, this video, when I started to make it, the only reason I went back, I got a clip. Because you got to remember, they said they never talk about us. But this entire thing was nothing but bashing other people. That's all they do all day. And you got people in the fucking comments section that says they're neutral. They don't like the drama. They don't like to hear it. But they sit over in that fucking chat as they're tearing us apart. I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, I don't see how they don't see that. So. I just got a notification, so that could have messed up the mic, but it doesn't matter because we're for almost 5 minutes through this. But I do want to say one thing to two things. Yesterday I sat on the lounge, but it was really late, so and I don't know if he'll hear it here. But JK, I guess I said last year that you had blocked me or whatever, and I did see on the screen that you had blocked me. Now I think you said I called you a piece of shit person. That's probably true. I don't remember doing it, but that's something like I would do. So, but again, I didn't know a year ago that like you were saying Blaze had banned me and you was making sure the comments stood. So at that time, I didn't know that if someone bans you, then somebody else comes back after that and times you out just for a couple minutes, it brings you back. So if I did say that and that's what was happening, I do. I apologize. That was my bad. I'm sorry. But you could have came to me a year ago and been like, dude, you got this wrong. And I would, maybe none of this shit would have happened, between us, of course, which not much. But I also want to speak out to Eric. I'll give him credit. He's up there. They try to talk drama, and he'll sit there and say, "No, just don't talk about him." No, and Tracy literally says, "Like, oh no, I'm going to talk about him." And she continues to talk. Then she wonders why this shit continues. But this stuff here about, again, there's drama, there's jokes to be made, but people suffering. It's not funny. Nobody likes to see. Well, I guess obviously some people do think it's a joke, but it's not funny at all when people lose. It don't matter if they're billionaires or they have nothing. When they lose everything they have, it's not good. Yes, the people with money, they can, rebuild and everything, but they're losing like maybe stuff from their great great grandparents. Hell, they could lose their pets. Hell, some of them could, it's like I said, people are losing their lives in this shit. It's not a joking matter. Like I said, we have people right in the gig community that's involved in this. See, I didn't even know. See, Sir talks about it's up in the damn mountains. No, it's all over. There's 3 huge spots that's burning. LA County is amongst that. I didn't even know that till last night. See, Reese usually tags people like all the time, right? I mean, I usually get a bunch of tags a day for him. Yesterday, I didn't get that many, or I didn't get any. So I was like, what the fuck? Then when I seen on the news, they said LA County, it kind of hit me. I was like, oh, fuck. So I went to the last video he had tagged me on, which was a couple days. But first, I went to his channel. I noticed he hadn't posted. So I did. I left him a comment like, are you and your family okay? And he hearted it. So that means, he's all right. And I'm glad to see that because even though I don't agree with anything Reese does on YouTube, and he does a lot of weird shit, especially to pugs, I don't want to see nothing happen to the guy. I mean, nobody wants to see anybody lose their home, their life, any of that. It's not a joke. It's not something to joke about. And I don't want to see how you guys think that's funny. I really don't. And that's not me being a Karen or anything like that. Again, it's like, remember when 9/11 happened? You had a few comedians that would come out and make jokes about that. And even before all the backlash, I was like, man, because I mean, they wouldn't be doing that if maybe they lost their mother, father, son, or daughter, and that. But when people try to take a tragedy, especially when it's ongoing, I mean, what if somebody who did, they lost everything they had, some poor person, they lost everything they had, house, all their possessions, and they're sitting in a homeless shelter right now, and they're going through YouTube and they're just scanning through, and they just happen to come on that video, right? And they see that little son of a bitch doing that, and they hear Tracy laughing about it like it's a joke. I don't think they would find it very entertaining. Do you all? I think they would say that you're mocking their situation. So y'all might want to rethink that shit before you try to like get laughs off of other people's tragedy. Because again, even YouTube drama, even the people on that side of things, nobody wants to see nothing bad happen to them. And when something does happen, there's no like using that to go at them. No one's ever done that. No one would ever do that. Except these assholes. But anyway, y'all have a good one. I couldn't believe this. I went over, like I said, I got a clip about this shit. And I was going to make a video just calling out the bullshit. But when I seen that, I was like, God damn, you got to be kidding me. Using, tragedy for fucking comedy, I guess. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. All right, y'all have a good one. Anybody that thought that was funny and thinks that's okay, you go fuck yourselves. Anybody that thinks somebody losing their home, whether they be rich, whether they be poor, it doesn't matter. If you think that's good and you can make jokes about it, go fuck yourself. The rest of y'all have a good one. And anybody in California wants to hear this, I hope you're safe. Hope your families are safe. Y'all have a good one.